Greetings and blessings to all of you out there. I'm so grateful to have you in my life. We're here studying the lessons of A Course in Miracles on this channel. And today we're going to be studying lesson 139. I will accept atonement for myself. And because atonement is just reminding us how we are all one, I had an experience that I want to share with you since we're all connected earlier today. I was able to go to the Saturday market here on Salt Spring Island in Canada, and I just enjoyed the feeling of relaxation and easygoingness and kindness and friendliness that I felt today when I was walking around with all the different people from here, tasting different treats and seeing all these beautiful artisan creations and just being in the energy of the people here, which just made me feel so grateful and so uplifted. And I want to share that with you, just in case you're living in a place that feels stressful or there's a lot of tension moving around with the people that you live with or near or whatever. So totally the opposite of that here. It's been amazing. And of course, hanging out with Delphi Dog on our walks is super pleasurable because we're always out in nature. So here we go. I will accept atonement for myself. Let this one wash over you. It's a great affirmation. Here is the end of choice. For here we come to a decision to accept ourselves as God created us. And what is choice except uncertainty of who we are? There is no doubt that is not rooted here. There is no question but reflects this one. There is no conflict that does not entail the single, simple question, what am I? Yet who could ask this question except one who has refused to recognize himself? Only refusal to accept yourself could make the question seem to be sincere. The only thing that can be surely known by any living thing is what it is. From this one point of certainty, it looks on other things as certain as itself. Uncertainty about what you must be is self-deception on a scale so vast, its magnitude can hardly be conceived. To be alive and not to know yourself is to believe that you are really dead. For what is life except to be yourself? And what but you can be alive instead? Who is the doubter? Who is it he doubts? Whom does he question? Who can answer him? Wow, that's like a big self-exploration exercise right there. If you break down that paragraph and kind of do some journaling or just reread that to yourself and see, do you have answers to those questions, or have you really thought about that in yourself before or had those questions come up? I just think it's awesome, and it's not one that I want to just breeze through. All right. He merely states that he is not himself, and therefore being something else becomes a questioner of what that something is. Yet he could never be alive at all unless he knew the answer. If he asks if he does not know, it merely shows he does not want to do the thing he is. He has accepted it because he lives, has judged against it and denied its worth, and has decided that he does not know the only certainty by which he lives. Thus, he becomes uncertain of his life, for what it has been denied by him. It is for this denial that you need atonement. Your denial made no change in what you are, but you have split your mind into what knows and does not know the truth. You are yourself, there is no doubt of this, and yet you doubt it. But you do not ask what part of you can really doubt yourself. It cannot really be a part of you that asks this question, for it asks of one who knows the answer. Were it part of you, then certainty would be impossible. And I just kind of got this download around another reason why Jesus is having us do this lesson right now, because the focus is atonement, at one-ment, but yet Jesus is telling us that our mind is split and that there is a part of us that asks the questions and a part of us that's answering, and we're dealing with what they call the split mind, which is actually when you're trying to see both the ego's thought system and the thought system of the Holy Spirit at the same time, and there's just really big conflict that takes place. So This teaching is going pretty deep and trying to explain out some of the previous terms for definition that we've had, and this actual, the mind split is what could be confusing about this, because atonement is saying bring it all back together, but really there's one part of the mind that doesn't exist. So I know that was a long explanation. I went a little too far on that, but only one part of the mind really exists, and we're coming back into alignment with that. That's atonement. Atonement remedies the strange idea that it is possible to doubt yourself, to be unsure of what you really are. This is the depth of madness, yet it is the universal question of the world. What does this mean except the world is mad? Why share its madness in the sad belief that what is universal here is true? Nothing the world believes is true. It's a place it's a place whose purpose is to be home, where those who claim they do not know themselves can come to question what it is they are. Oh boy. And they will come again until the atonement is accepted and they learn it is impossible to doubt yourself and not to be aware of what you are. I kind of think that paragraph is referring to reincarnation, and that we keep coming back until we fully awaken. Only acceptance can be asked of you, for what you are is certain. It is set forever in the mind of God and in your own. It is so far beyond all doubt and question. To ask what it must be is all the proof you need to show you believe the contradiction that you know not what you cannot fail to know. Is this a question or a statement which denies itself in statement? Let us not allow our holy minds to occupy themselves with senseless musings such as this. We have a mission here. We did not come to reinforce the madness that we once believed in. Let us not forget the goal that we accepted. It is more than just our happiness alone we came to gain. What we accept as what we are proclaims that everyone must be along with us. Fail not your brothers, or you fail yourself. Look lovingly on them, that they may know that they are part of you and you of them. This does atonement teach, and demonstrates the oneness of God's Son is unassailed by his belief he knows not what he is. Today we accept atonement, not to change reality, but merely to accept the truth about yourself and go your way rejoicing in the endless love of God. It is but this that we are asked to do. It is but this that we will do today. And that is go on our way rejoicing in the endless love of God. That's what we're being asked to do. I'll do it. 5 minutes in the morning and at night, we will devote to dedicate our minds to our assignment for today. We start with this review of what our mission is. I will accept atonement for myself, for I remain as God created me. We have not lost the knowledge that God gave to us when he created us like him. We can remember it for everyone, for in creation all our minds one. And in our memory is the recall how dear our brothers are to us in truth, how much a part of us is every mind, how faithful they have really been to us, and how our Father's love contains them all. In thanks for all creation, in the name of its creator and his oneness with all aspects of creation, we repeat our dedication to our cause today each hour as we lay aside all thoughts that would distract us from our holy aim. For several minutes, let your mind be cleared of all foolish cobwebs which the world would weave around the Holy Son of God, and learn the fragile nature of the chains that seem to keep the knowledge of yourself apart from your awareness as you say, I will accept atonement for myself, for I am as God created me. Cheers. A sip of my proper tea. I will accept the atonement for myself, for I remain as God created me. This lesson goes really deep, and watch out for those pitfalls that the ego is going to try to put in front of you. Enjoy this one. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you back here again on the next video.